What follows is my opinion and speculation. On May 22nd, the WHO will vote to strip the U.S. of its sovereignty. Biden will sign it as a treaty. And all of a sudden, we're not going to be a country anymore, according to the world, not according to us now. How are we going to get there, in my opinion? Again, okay? First off, for anything to happen this way, something big's got to happen. We have to get a narrative, all right? The police are not enough, okay? Civil discord's got to get great. The justice system is inadequate. How do we get Americans to be compliant to this? Okay, the answer to that is the UN police force. How do we get there? Okay, first we have to have a sacrificial cow, because we're fixing to make a major change. The Democrats have held on to Roe versus Wade for years. Joe Biden, you can't be a Democrat if you don't believe in abortion. I mean, that basically is what he said. Nancy Pelosi said it. All of them have said it, and yet and still, Roe versus Wade gets overturned. It just happens to be today. It just happens to be at this time. It just happens to be pretty darn convenient, don't you think? Okay. And so out in the streets pours who? Antifa. We ain't seen Antifa since Joe showed up. Now, all of a sudden, we've got Antifa, because Antifa is a Tula. That's all they are. And they show up to create disturbances. They're rioting in the streets for abortion, for the right to kill. They're right, and all right, but they're peaceful protesters, mind you that. Mass hysteria ensues. The police show up. Now, the videos show the police show up. 2 cops show up to 1,000 Antifa. They're ruling in the streets. There's probably 10, 12 people there. They're being paid $15 an hour by a man named George Soros. This may have to be part 1 and part 2. I'm going to see. Okay. The next thing you know, the media is screaming that the police are inadequate. How in the world? What are we going to do? All right. The media continues to report trash. Meanwhile, May 22nd comes, and the vote goes over. The media's continuing to blast out crap that doesn't matter, and the vote goes through. The hand puppet, Biden, signs whatever is put in front of him. He don't know where he's at, much less what he's doing. And the next thing you know, as far as the world is concerned, the United States has signed a treaty. I'm not telling you that I'm going to agree. I'm not telling you I'm going to lay down. I'm telling you, you better be ready to stand up. We had all better be ready to stand up. This is happening, in my opinion. This is happening, and it's happening right now on your doorstep. This is the preliminary to get you ready to turn your rights over in your country. God bless America.